Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of our bar modeling videos. This is the Blooming Bar Models series. So this is a series where I look at different aspects of bar modeling and looking at pedagogy side of things, not just this is how you do something or this is how you solve a question. It's more about the pedagogy side of things. So let's jump on to our whiteboard or my iPad and look at one thing that came up this week whilst I was in a school, and I was just thinking about this as a video. So let's jump onto the whiteboard and think about this. So something that I always talk about in our CPD sessions is teaching tools. Using bar model as a teaching tool, not just for problem solving, but as a teaching tool. What does that mean? It means that if you're teaching, for example, how to work out a fraction of an amount, then we can start by looking at bar models. We don't have to wait for problem solving for us to look at the bar model approach or use the bar model approach. So let's jump on to my whiteboard or my iPad, and hopefully you can see this clearly on your board. So let's say we have a question like find a quarter of an amount. So let's say something simple, a quarter of 100. Now, to show this, it's a simple case of drawing a bar representing the whole. What's the whole, class? The whole is 100, right? So this is our whole amount, whatever it might be, this question, our whole amount is 100. And so all of this is 100. It could be 100 pounds, it could be 100 coins, it could be whatever it could be, okay? So we've got 100 here. And so with this, let me just change the color to make it a bit darker, make it better to see. With that, if that's 100, class, what would a quarter look like on this bar? I know a half is 2 equal parts and a quarter is 4 equal parts that make the whole. So I've got my 4 equal parts. Where's the quarter? This is a quarter. So we're trying to work out what a quarter, that's a quarter, of 100 looks like, or what it is. And so what do you think we need to do? We've got 4 equal parts, and so I know the 4 parts is equal to 100. How do I work out this one part here? What do I need to do to work out this one part? I'm going to divide the 100 by 4. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. So this one part is equal to 25. And so we can write 25 here. So a quarter of 100 is 25, or in this case, a quarter of 100 pounds is 25 pounds. If I wanted to work out more than a quarter, what do I need to do? If I wanted to work out 2 quarters, how do I work that out? Well, if I know each of these quarters are 25 pounds, how do I know that? There are 4 equal parts, so they have to be the same amount. How else do I know that? I know there are 4 equal parts that makes 100. So 25 add 25 add 25 add 25 has to make 100, and it does. Perfect. So if I wanted to work out, let's say, 3 quarters, how do I do that? What do I need to do? I can see that one part is 25, 3 quarters is 3 of these parts. 3 of these equal parts. So 3 parts, or sometimes we like to call it 3 units, is going to be 25 pounds. And there's 3 lots of 25 pounds. So it's going to be 25 pounds times 3, which is equal to 75 pounds. So 3 quarters of 100 pounds, 3 quarters of 100 pounds is equal to 75 pounds. Now, class, is there a link between what we did here? We've got 3 quarters and we worked out 3 parts by multiplying the one part by 3. So what did we do to work out 3 quarters of 100? We did the same thing at first to work out what 1 quarter of 100 is, which is to divide 100 by 4. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. So each of these parts are 25. There are 3 parts, 3/4, 3 equal parts out of 4 equal parts, means I have to do 3 times 75 to work out 3 times 25 rather, to work out 75 pounds, which is 3/4 of £100. Now, this seems like quite a basic example, right? And it is a basic example. But what we were trying to do here in that class yesterday was to make sure that the children can see that quarters is 4 equal parts, that makes a whole. Halves are 2 equal parts, that makes a whole. Thirds are 3 equal parts. Eighths are 8 equal parts. And so they get used to that. They see that all the time using the bar model. So when you ask how many equal parts are there in 8 eighths, should easily come to them and say there's 8 equal parts that make the whole, right? How many eighths are there that make the whole? There are 8 eighths that make a whole. But also on top of that, they can start to visualize the problems a lot better when we start to repeatedly use the bar model approach to teach, using the bar model approach as a teaching tool, not just for problem solving, but as concepts grow in classrooms. The bar model approach, especially for fractions, ratio, percentages, number work, can be immensely helpful. So hopefully that made a lot of sense to you. These are short bar modeling videos, CPD videos for you to quickly digest, think about, hopefully use in your classrooms when they come up. But also, if you feel that you need more than this, then feel free to email us and we would love to come over to your school and deliver some in-house training too. This is Mohi from the Bar Modeling Company. Welcome to our Blooming Bar Models series if this is your first video, and if you're a regular, please do comment below to let us know how you feel these videos are helping you, if at all they're helping you. All right, take care everyone, bye.